What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugishu. We are back with another Musume video. First things first, before I do jump in to the training and all that, going through over the stuff as always. I just want to say I do apologize if I do sound if I do sound stuffy. My nose, for some odd reason, I waited this out for like a good 10-15 minutes just sitting here trying to see if my nose will um stop being stuffy. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, don't mind me right now if I'm having a hard time just because of my nose. But other than that, we are here with Hokko Tarumae, and I haven't trained her since the last time. I could have trained her in between last time and this time, as in last week and this week, before her video, to see if I did want to train her, but I didn't. So I'm gonna use the rest of this week to see if I'll bring her back next week. You guys get what I'm saying. But other than that, here we are. Hokko Tarumae, gonna train for the CM. I want to say pretty much the same inheritance parents, except for Agnes and Jiddle. And then, ooh. For the setup, it's pretty much the same, what I've been using all around, unless I'm using Hishi Amazon. So pretty much all the cards stay the same, with Dormente and Kita staying as my speed card. Power is Nishino Flower. I blanked out for a quick sec. Gold City is the Guts card I'm using. Also the friend card, because I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Yeah, I don't. And then Yuyoi friend card, because obviously it's a scenario friend card. And then Mejuro Ramino as my wise card, because mild distance. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much it for the setup. Same as usual. So we're just going to get the training started. But before we do jump into the training and the comments, if you guys haven't joined a circle, or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to search for the circle or join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Circle ID should be on the screen. Sorry about that. And once you search that, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join. And you should go to the comment section and let me know that you should. But you get it. Go to the comment section, let me know that you sent the request, and also let me know what your in-game name is, just so I know that it's you who sent the request, and that I can make sure that I accepted you into the circle and not someone else. But that is going to be pretty much it for the circle. Sorry about that. I got thrown off, I don't know, by something while I was talking about the circle, but okay, we're here. Let me load up the comments now, and we'll be able to go over it. Tanoki's comments are here, and it looks like... Oh. For some odd reason, I thought maybe... I thought it was just going to be Nova and Tanoki, but I didn't know that Eugen had beat out Nova, so... The first comment, which I'm used to saying Nova, is going to be from Eugen. Indeed, same song, different characters sing after you look each ending episode, and good for you to know. I'm assuming we're talking about Eminence, because that was the one you mentioned about. I only got Kapano Riki due to perseverance in the daily legend race, and I mentioned it way back then. It's just I haven't touched it until this for CM. You know what I should have done? I probably should have been doing the legends race, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been for a while. I know it's a waste, because obviously I probably could have gotten another character or so. But honestly, I just forget to do it. Especially when I log in, I'm like, okay, let me go check the circle. I've been trying to, remind myself to check the circle, and if I see anyone, asking for, I guess, the shoes or banners, I'll do that, and then I'll log off or do another training. Pretty much it. And the game froze, so I'll be right back. All right, I am back, guys. Sorry about that. My nose feels a little bit better, so maybe that 15-minute wait was worth it. Maybe. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the video. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been remembering to do the Legends race. But like I said, I've been trying to make sure I go check the circle at least twice a day. If it's not when I log in during before the video. I just want to make sure I checked once or twice. I try to do twice to see if there are anything or like banners or basically materials, shoes and the banners. But other than that, yeah. I haven't been doing the Legends race. If you manage the food cooking very well and you reach around 23k, 25k is the real goal. Oh. At the end of the training, feel your rank will improve, plus if you get around 3.8 skills points. Well, I have already shared some pointers on the food scenario tips that I compiled from various resources. I didn't know there was an actual goal by the end of the actual training. I thought it was pretty much just like the other scenarios where like after basically the whole scenario thing, like the point system and all that, the wins, the racing and all that. I thought that was pretty much it for that. Well, I guess Aoharu scenario had the Aoharu Cup, so I guess that's a little bit different. But regardless, I don't think any of these scenarios actually had a point goal that reached all the way to the end. So I didn't know 25k is the real goal. I don't even know how far the farthest I reach, to be honest. So I'll keep that in mind. 25k, interesting. For the event, I'm done with all the missions and got all the rewards after reaching more than 1.5 million event points. I'm almost there. I'll admit the past few days have been a little bit busy. I'm also today do have some things to do, and tomorrow I got something to do in the morning, and also it's also my grandma's birthday. That's what I meant to say. I'll try to remember. There's something else. That's why I kept saying it so. But yeah, it's going to be my grandma's birthday as well. So there might be a chance I'll record a little bit earlier for tomorrow's video. So try to get it in by tonight, if anything. Tonight, as early as possible, maybe, just in case. Just to give you guys a heads up, But yeah. Thought I'd just let you guys know. Did I unlock the dates? I did. I was like, pretty early. I think I'll rest, though. For the event, okay, I read that. Looking on the practice race, I realized Capano is too tall in my lineup. Well, you do train majority of the time the shorter Umas, so it's not surprising that she would be too tall for your lineup. For the look of your lineup, at least. Anyway, here's the room ID for CM practice for today. If you guys check out Eugen's comment to check out the room IDs. And then Nova had responded saying, I think I never considered height as a factor for favoritism since I'm a fan of both petite and tall chicks in general. It's the personality and big plot that matters for me. Wait a second. To me, petite is more of a... Isn't it petite more of a size thing than a height thing? At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. It's either short or tall, and then, you know, petite or, I guess, thick, right? I don't know. That's how I've seen it the whole time. Like, ever since I heard of the term petite, I guess. There was no way else for me to word that, so I'm sorry. There probably was, but at the current moment on the spot, nope. But yeah, I never considered height as a factor for um when it comes to, like, I guess favoritism, or I guess when it came down to one of the things for waifus, I never really stood out to me. Obviously, we could use Pretty Derby as a perfect example. We just look at Teo and then we look at Ida with the height difference between the two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then like petite. When I think petite, I'm looking at like, you know, just already made the differences petite or thick. I guess that's just how I seen it. So we already know who's who. And then there's the in-betweens, you know, the middle ground, which there's a lot of them too. But continue on with Nova's response. There's a little bit left of it. I feel like sneezing, but try to hold it back. Specifically, my left nostril is trying to make me sneeze, and I'm trying not to. But it says it's the in general. Wait, no, it's the personality and big plot that matters for me. Wait. Oh, personality and big plot. Yep. Never mind. Yeah, that has nothing to do with height nor size. Big personality, big plot, I guess. That's how it is, right? For you, I guess. Nova. But oh no, I said my nose was feeling better. But ever since I felt like sneezing, it went the opposite way. I don't like that. Give me a quick sec. I'll keep picking the things. I'm just gonna be back for a quick sec because my nose is really bothering me at the moment. All right, guys. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than what I expected it to be. Scratch my nose. Try to clear my nose. It's a little bit better. And then I ended up sneezing regardless. Regardless, I started sneezing, so it is what it is. But usually what happens is, like, when I sneeze is sometimes my nose, or a lot of the time my nose gets stuffy after sneezing. I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that's normal. It's just been a thing that I've been aware of, but that's why sometimes I try to hold back my sneeze because I don't want my nose to get stuffy, especially during recording. If it was not recording, if I wasn't recording, then I would have cared, but yeah. That is pretty much it from Eugen, though. So thank you for the comment, Eugen. Thank you, Nova, for replying to the comment. The next few comments are going to be from Nova. First one says, if I'm right about the double Umas, you can call me Umadomus or Nostradamus. If you somehow jinxed it in a way, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I think I'll... Oh, hold on. Before I forget, before I forget, here we go. The race I wanted to do last time. That's the reason why I didn't schedule it, because I know it's the same day as the Hopeful Stakes, which is the last day of the first year. But last time it was gonna be the same thing as last time. It was nearly the same thing as last time was. Because I think if I was still in the like in the middle of replying to a comment, I would have forgotten. But I caught it. I caught it. We're good. We're good. Hopefully, I think Eugen did confirm that that was all I needed to do, because it is definitely way more fans you get out of it than the G3 we would have done. So good thing I remember. For Wuwa, they confirmed that they are giving away a free 5-star dude for everyone during the second part of 1.2. Is it like, is it basically the 1.2 banner guy? You know how one of them is the painter chick and the other is some random truth seeker dude? That's the only thing I know about him. He's apparently a truth seeker, so whatever that means, besides how it sounds. But yeah, if it's him, then I guess it's just another Dr. Ratio scenario from Star Rail. Well, not really a scenario. They gave us Dr. Ratio for free in Star Rail for like around January, I think. Around there. If not, then it's an actual different character, then alright. Cool. I mean, if it's free, I'll take it. I'll take it. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. I didn't complain when I got Ratio. I ended up actually using him for a while and the main team that I use, because he works in that team. But he's been replaced by Yunlin, or Yunli, my bad. Every time I think about her name, I get close to saying Yunlin instead. That's why I say Yunlin, but it's Yunli. My fault. My fault. Well, let's see. I'm like, meh, I'm trying to keep my account dude free. You already broke that first day. First day. Remember? Can't be dude free no more. You already got a dude in your account. But that's not gonna happen. Yup, because it already happened. So far, I do like how they are still taking feedback and making the daily missions even more faster to complete. Really? It's not that bad. Because you literally have your one daily mission compared to like Genshin's 4. The thing is, if there's like an event story or some kind of event that's going on, you can just do the missions there and just claim like 7 if you've already done the story or claimed the mission and all that. I think that counts as well. I don't know how many, but let's say you're just claiming missions. It'll take like 7 missions from that event, and you should be able to clear it. So it's kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone, while not having to worry about clearing the event if you were me and trying to do it at the last week or so. But that's just a Genshin thing for me. Star Rail, I was literally probably at the most 45 minutes away from finishing the little part 1 of the story that they release. Literally like 45 minutes max. I could have done it, but I held on to that last bit for like 2 days. But no, speaking about the daily thing again, I didn't see much of an issue with Wuthering Waves. The only thing I have an issue when it comes to Wuthering Waves is still literally, actually it's not even the verifying integrity files anymore. That part's actually not that bad. For me, it's after I've logged in and it's loading me into the game. That part takes like It it definitely feels longer, but I'm gonna say at the minimum like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be stuck at 32% for a bit, and then I'll end up at 75, 80, and then whenever it feels like it. But to reach the 80s at least maybe 5 minutes. So yeah, that's like literally my only complaint. Um Besides that, nothing else, I'd say, at least. Dailies aren't that bad. You got the one daily mission, and then right after the daily mission, I'll go to any of the challenges, whether I want to do any of the forgery challenges and all that, or farm something else, depending on the day, I guess, or what I need. Which shouldn't take long, depending on what you're farming, because I think the forgery challenges are 40 each. They gotta do it like 6 times, which isn't bad. Or you can do the other stuff, which are like 60. And so that will only take like 4 times. Yeah, it's not that bad. The thing with okay, let me finish off the comment before that. So finishing off this comment, it says still I think Zenless Zone Zero's dailies is still faster. Imagine if Uma runs can be just as fast. I miss Lark. So the reason why I continue on with the comments because I saw that you mentioned Zenless. So the thing with Zenless, what makes it faster is the fact that it takes away 100. Well, I don't know if you reached that point, but the point where I've reached is for the materials to ascend your character, bring up their skills, and the W engine, I guess ascension enhancing, whatever you want to call it. Basically the ascension of the W engines, which is their weapons. Um I believe once you unlock 5 enemies to go against, or basically if you know you're able to put I think it was 4 or 3 when you first start, because I'm just trying to think from the beginning. But at my point that you could max it out at 5 and it'll be worth like 100. So you'll be able to do like 2 of those and then a 40. Or if you're farming the other stuff, I believe it's like 60. There's 60, so you do that 4 times. So it pretty much depends what you're farming. But Zenless is definitely faster than the others. Because even for their daily missions, one of them is just, I think in Wuthering Waves, Genshin and Star Rail, they're like 180, 150, something. I know Genshin's like 150, which is weird to me. They didn't change it when they, but yeah, over there is just Zenless is just 60, so it's like you can just do something once, but you're gonna be way behind if you only do once. But that's just me saying that. As for Pretty Derby, for me, Pretty Derby is fine the way it is. Dang, I should have just rested. I think I'll be patient, and I'll just date. Yeah, I'm fine with Pretty Derby because it literally, the game itself differentiates itself from the other games I play. So I'm totally fine with it being the way it is because it's a whole different experience. Rather than me jumping into Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, Star Rail, Genshin, even Snowbreak, because still kind of has that feeling of an open world in a way because of the gameplay. And then, yeah. I wouldn't say I miss LARP. I just like the fact that we just keep doing different scenarios because it changes it up. But this one has been giving me a tough time, as you guys can see. Haven't reached UD yet. Um, but no, I guess for me, the reason being I'm okay with it is because I do end up doing my full training anyway through the video if I don't end up doing a training that day. Um, but also I feel like because of the constant preparation for the League of Heroes or the CM, it basically keeps me on my toes and makes sure that I at least train once a day to at least like one extra out of the normal, recording for the video and training for the video and all that. Basically twice a day at least is what I'm looking at. Well, from Monday to Friday, I guess, because I don't post on the weekend. On the weekend right now has been more focused towards Zenless since it is a longer recording session, even though it's not as bad right now. It's almost 2 hours for the agent stories. Well, it's not too bad. Other than that, yeah, Pretty Derby's pretty fun. It's okay. But let me see. Let me get this all out of the way. Move on to the next comment from Nova. I also got Ricky from the Legends race. But I want, I guess, for you, Toko Poromai now. Doko is what or Doko is my taco total my taco. It's taco now. Well, maybe. I don't know. Technically, you have the better one out of the two. Technically, you have the better one out of the two, but it would be nice to have, more dirt Umas you can rely on. Maybe. Maybe if you say her name right, she'll appear sometime in the future. Maybe. That's just a thought. But I will try this. Okay, this is 17. I should have the nope, I don't have the 5K yet. I think I'm better off resting. We'll go on a date. Because remember I said I wanted to try to get my dates done earlier so I don't have to worry about them. And also because in the Uro finals it doesn't necessarily matter. Also Kamo Musume before I forget. Um Might as well. Oh, I don't even have enough, so for Zenless, I think I'm down to 20 pulls before the pity. I think Jane Doe hype is understandable, and I do find her attractive. I mean, have you seen her? I'm not surprised you like her. Right? Let's see, Jane Doe. I probably should put Zenless Zone Zero because they're giving me other things. I mean, I've seen her stuff. Not like her attacks and all that. She seems cool to use, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna have to, well, we'll see. I said that I most likely will skip, but I think, I was gonna say, I think for 1 point, what is it, 2? I think for the 1.2 banners, where I'll most likely skip one person for sure because one of them's the guy, or a guy. So, there's that, but the other one is a girl. I don't really exactly remember what element she is or what she does. So let me see if I can figure that out. Maybe. I know who it is. It's just okay. She's an electric. That's the thing. I think I'll be able to skip her because of the fact that I'm already gonna pull for Yi, and she's gonna be, like I said, gonna be a basically the 5-star version of Anbi. So I'm already getting an electric stun. I don't know what she is. I don't know if she's an attacker or thing though. So let me see. Let me see what people are thinking. Oh, I don't want videos because it's the video. I don't want to. No. No. All playable characters? Nah. I don't think I'll be able to see it, but I just know she's electric and I don't feel like pulling for her for that reason. Miyabi. Oh, I didn't make it. I should have trained. That's all my fault. But Miyabi, I thought she was electric. She's ice. I've said it. I think I said in yesterday's video, her cutscene made her look like she was electric. I mean, literally, the attack she did for her cutscene resembled Zenitsu or Zenitsu from Demon Slayer to a T. Eyes started glowing and everything. The attack was the same. Well, I'm just there like when I figured out that she was ice instead of electric. Yeah. Pretty sure she's gonna be an attacker, so I'm kind of just sitting here like, what about Ellen, you know? Well, this training just went downhill real quick. I apologize. I'm have to do my extra training after just to see. Just because the trainings from last week, the training from this video, I don't know. It just went downhill after we moved on to the final year. But yeah, I think I'll most likely skip 1.2. If not, I'll skip Jane Doe. The only other reason why I also want to pull for Jane Doe is because she's a physical type. I think she's a physical debuffer. And like, I wouldn't mind having her, you know, along with Nekomata, double physical. Or like even to have that physical option. Like, for example, let's say they have an Ether physical option. I see Ether Ice a lot, but we'll just change it up and say Ether physical. So I'll use Zhu Yuan as my attacker, and then since physical's the second typing, maybe I can use, not maybe, I can use Jane Doe to debuff the, actually, yeah, I could do that. Use her to debuff the enemies with Jane Doe and then obviously Nicole, but I was thinking Anbi is literally perfect, or perfect if you don't want to pull for Shingi, because if I'm not mistaken, Zhu Yuan does better when the character is stunned, or does more damage when the character is stunned. So that's why she's paired with obviously Qingyi, her partner, who's an electric stun. That's why I said better Anbi. But for the sake of, you know, typing, I would have probably done that. So
Who knows? Who knows if I'll pull for her? I mean, she should most likely be phase 2, so I have time to think about it. And if I do post a video, then obviously, obviously I pulled for her. So there we go. Oh man, look how far we've fallen with our motivation. If I fail to 50-50 with the cop chick, then I might have to consider it if I need to swipe, or if I just wait until the next character I want to pull come out. If you can beat the game using basic characters, then I'm not in a rush. I have 4 to 5 months left of my trial period for Zenless Zone Zero. Let's see. I mean, if we're going just off the standard characters and the 4 stars, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's doable. Pretty sure because it's doable in the other games, obviously. It's just a matter of getting the most out of them. Have them at their highest level, have their weapons, or I guess W engines at their highest level. Obviously their equipment, their drive disc, also, and their skills. But yeah, I guess you can, because you'll have obviously the synergy of each faction or group, depending on who you use, obviously. Well, I mean, if you're looking at like the cunning hairs, then you're looking obviously at that group. Because I don't know how far you are in the story, so I don't want to say anything that is story related. That could be, you know, story related and all that. I just don't want to. I just don't want to go through that chance. We are in the sun. Hmm? Oh, I was confused of where I was at for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm behind, so yeah. But you should totally be able to do it. I mean, Nicole is a pretty darn good support, I'd say. Especially if you work her with Yuyuin, which is the cop chick. The only 2 ether characters. But you could literally just use Billy, Anby, and Nicole if you want. But since you pulled for, or since you got Rena from the, I guess the free 5-star you got, you could go towards her group, which is called the Victoria Maid Housekeeping. Go towards that team, which is another one in the banner Lycon as a stun. Or you can use Anby as a stun as well, because she'll have that synergy, at least through her element with Rena, and then just go either another Cunning Hairs, or go for a DPS or attacker from Cunning Hairs with Billy, or I was gonna say, oh yeah, you can for the Victoria Maid with Corrin. I believe she's an attacker. I'm not too sure, but I believe she's an attacker. And then Ellen is also an attacker, but obviously she was the first banner, and from what it sounds like, it didn't sound like you pulled her. You got her, so. She's so mad at us that we failed. But oh well, I will put in a time for Hokko Tarumae, because I am not pleased with this training and the last training for her. So I'm gonna put in a little bit more training for her throughout the week and see how that goes. And if it goes well, then y'all will most likely see her next time. But yeah, you should be able to beat, just play in general, the game with the normal characters. One of the 4-star characters, Lucy or Luciana or Luciana, yeah, I think Luciana, but they call her Lucy. They're comparing her to Bennett in Genshin. So there's I guess a support. I guess she's a good support. I don't exactly know if she's a support because I never really looked into it, but she basically raises attack just like Bennett. I don't know how she does it, but it's what I've heard at least. So there you go. But other than that, that is pretty much it. All the comments from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. And lastly, we have the last few comments from Tanoki. So the first one says, "Yes, I am back. Latch onto the weekend with my leave." Welcome back, Tanoki. Hope you had fun. What I did in Japan, a heck loads. I actually checked off a few things. I'll elaborate more on the anime stuff since I bet that's what will interest people on this channel more. Fair. Fair. Went to the Kanda Shrine, which was featured more the OG Love Live. The shrine where Nozomi was as a shrine maiden. And I believe that's in Chiyoda? Not too far from Akiba. If I'm not mistaken. But went to Kanda Shrine, which was featured in Love Live, the Maid Cafe from Steins Gate, and the TGD Bridge, which was depicted in Suzume. That was a movie, right? I didn't see it yet. I said I was gonna see it, but I didn't see it yet. Also went to Akiba, obviously, and had my first Maid Cafe experience. So, was that the Steins Gate one, or just like a actual, just normal Maid Cafe? I'm assuming a normal Maid Cafe, because you specifically said Maid Cafe from Steins Gate. So, I'm gonna just say you separated the two experiences, because I would say that they would be two different experiences. But how was your how was your maid cafe experience? Was it what you expected it to be? I wouldn't know, because obviously I haven't gone to a maid cafe myself. But yeah. But that's nice to see that you went to Kanda Shrine. Or I guess Kanda Myojin. Right? I hope I'm right. But did I bring anything back? Food and snacks mostly. Don't blame you. I don't blame you. But knowing me, I probably would have brought a couple snacks. Or some snacks. Not a couple. More than a couple, obviously. And definitely as much as I can from well, obviously souvenirs and all that, but like anime merch. Gotta. Souvenirs include a Ramune marble and a pachinko ball from a pachinko place. That's, I understand, but did you, for the Ramune marble, did you just break it from the Ramune itself, or did you get it separately? Although those are probably two different souvenirs I wouldn't have thought about. A Ramune marble, and a pachinko from... The pachinko one I actually see myself just randomly keeping myself as a souvenir if I come across it for some reason. But the Ramune one, if you did break it off from the Ramune bottle, that's an interesting one. Never Never heard of that. And then the last one says, I headed to Japan on the second day of the League of Heroes. Really? It honestly didn't feel that way. Honestly didn't feel that way. Yeah, because yesterday when I checked and you were gone for 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 weeks. Or basically 2 weeks. From the last comment, it was 13 days yesterday, so exactly 2 weeks today. I was like, oh. It's been 2 weeks already. And honestly didn't feel like 2 weeks, because was last week the first training? Oh yeah, last week was the first training. But, oh, now that I put it that way, it has been 2 weeks already. Dang. Time flies by. Time flies by. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I do remember as like basically elementary, middle school, before even high school, time felt way slower. Although I would admit high school felt a little bit more faster, but time definitely feels faster. It just feels that way. Is that a thing when you get older? I feel like it. I feel like it is. Oh no. I already got the dates out of the way, but this training kind of went downhill already. Since the beginning of the senior, or since I didn't get enough points, pretty much. I guess we'll use the guts one, but yeah, my fault, guys. My fault for the bad training attempt today. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Tanoki, Nova, and Eugen. Appreciate it as always. Once again, I'd like to say welcome back, Tanoki, and hopefully you had one hell of a time while you were there. But no, I think I would have, if I were to go to Japan, I would have done a good split between like the whole tourist attractions and finding like actual viewpoints and all that, specific spots, or you know, just appreciating the view. I would actually probably find time to get out of the city, because honestly, outside of Japan is obviously beautiful, like the views and all that, so I want to see that. Obviously, game. I thought the game froze. I don't want to only be stuck in the city, but obviously, probably as a first time thing, probably focus on Tokyo and then branch out from there. Or if I can squeeze in any of like surrounding areas outside of Tokyo, probably do that as well. But that's gonna be in the future. Gonna be in the future. Oh, 4:30. I guess I'll just raise the garlic. And they're so low. Guys, this is gonna be a UF. I'm gonna say it right now. It's gonna be a UF. I'm not even gonna deny it. It's definitely a UF. Has there been anything in the news for the game? I'm trying to see if there's anything new that they've announced. No. Doesn't seem like it. Or at least something worth mentioning. Yeah, nothing. Well, it is that period where we're just going through the event. The event will end, what, like right before the CM? And then we'll get like the banner before the CM. And then I'm assuming after the CM, will be the half anniversary because the event ends on the 14th, 15th, I guess, depending where you are. And then most likely we'll get a new banner because that's when the event ends, so the banner will disappear. That banner should, keyword should, be related to the CM. Or it could be a filler banner that could entice people to pull before the half anniversary, so a trap banner, essentially. Really, the goal is 25k. Where? I'm kind of confused on how it's 25k. But at the same time, I could see it happening if you really put in the food making towards the 3rd year. Or just throughout the years. The training, pretty much. At least that's how I see it. Oh. I didn't realize we had that little garlic. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it's been pretty busy. Which explains why I haven't really been training much. So hopefully I'll be able to find some time, do some training. Especially for Hokko Tarumae. I also need to get this video edited as soon as possible because I did start it later than normal for today. On top of that, I also need to edit the Zenless Zero video for today as well. So I will have to prioritize Pretty Derby right now because it's, as of right now, like 2 hours prior to it's supposed to get posted. Today's one of those mornings where stuff happens. Wasn't a Happy Meek on 3rd place? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to see like past Umas still around in the final race and all that, simply because it's like they would never release. If they were released, it wouldn't feel weird to me. But I don't know why Cygames didn't want to release the scenario characters. So like Happy Meek for the Ura scenario, Bitter Glass, and Lil Kokon for Haru Cup. Obviously for like the trainers and all that, most likely wouldn't get a character because obviously they're the trainers, or I guess in this case Yayoi for the friend card. But yeah, we could have had the 3 goddesses as character Umas we could have used. So I feel like that was a missed opportunity on Cygames' part, especially, you know, to create characters as part of the scenario, but that had no intention on releasing them as actual playable Umas. So I think that was a missed opportunity in Cygames' part. Would it be too late? In my opinion, no. They can still release it if they wanted to. It's just, I would have preferred if it wasn't this late, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't think I got a lot of As the I don't think I got the usual amount of skill points this time around. So yeah, this training was kind of, oh, it was already pretty bad to begin with. Whatever, I will just pick up random skills and I will try again later for Hokko Tarumae. Other than that, we ended off with 1458 speed. Terrible, because it's not even 16. I wanted 17 plus, but not even 16. 643 stamina, higher on the higher end than the normal average I get for stamina. Still, I wanted like 700. 1280 power, 1127 guts, and 906 on wise. This was a bad training, but we did manage to get an S aptitude on mile distance. Not dirt, but mile distance. And here we are. I'm prepared to see the, yep. Oh, we almost got a UG. This run was that bad. I ain't even gonna give it 30 extra TP. That was bad. I ain't gonna even look at it anymore. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how bad this run was, because it was pretty bad. It literally went downhill after basically the third year started. It was bad. It was bad. But let me know down in the comments what you guys want to talk about and all that. I'll go over it as long as you keep it appropriate. Training was pretty bad, but oh well. Worst training yet in the, I was gonna say UAF, but in the Great Food Festival, definitely, because I almost got a UG out of it. So I will do my best and see how she is off camera. For some odd reason, the game prefers if I, it's what it seems, since I've got my first UF with Tishi Amazon. I do most of my trainings, most of my trainings outside of recording, so off camera has been better. So we'll see what happens with Tarumae. But anything else you guys want to talk about, leave it down in the comments. If you guys haven't joined a circle, but you guys are looking for a circle to join, or just looking for a circle to join in general, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Give that a search. It'll let me know that you want to, or give it a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Let me know down in the comment section that you sent the request along with your in-game name. And I was basically to let me know that you sent the request. Also to match your match the requested, I guess, profile account from the circle to the name that you will put, just to make sure that it's you and not someone else. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you once again. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.